Medicine has known for over 2,000 years the importance of nutrition. Hippocrates himself is quoted as saying, let food be thy medicine. Sometimes, especially in medicine, we've lost sight of the importance of nutrition, but that's changing.
In my opinion, food definitely is medicine. Do I feel like it's above medicine or we can do without medicine? No, definitely not. And we see that in our population over and over again. But this is why I went into nutrition, is because I believed that in preventive medicine, and nutrition is a huge part of that. It's innate. We're built to live on food. We're not built to live on medicine, but there's certain times when we need medicine, like insulin, for example.
Food can not only be used as medicine, but it really transcends medicine, because food is an experience. With food, you stimulate all your senses. You stimulate your sight, your smell, your taste. And so it's important when we use the SCD that we don't forget the experience of food and the importance of food in everyday life. The SCD can open a world of new and delicious foods to you. This is seen in some of the central principles behind the SCD. Eat whole foods. A major principle of good nutrition is focused on whole foods. What does this mean? It means eating whole foods that are either not processed or processed as little as possible. If you buy and eat whole foods, you avoid the potential for additives which may have a negative effect on your overall health.
Whole foods are definitely a major principle of good nutrition, because the fewer processing that a food has seen, the better it is for you, and the most intact that all the nutrients are, whether it's the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals.
Experiment with ethnic cuisines. An SCD diet can initially appear daunting because of the restrictions. Fortunately, many cuisines exist throughout the world that do not use SCD-restricted foods. As well as focusing on gluten-free recipes, look at cookbooks and recipe websites that feature ethnic cuisines, such as Southern Italian, Spanish, Indian, Middle Eastern, and Southeast Asian. You'll notice that these cuisines already have thousands of recipes that fit the SCD diet with little or no alteration. Use the recipes on the Nimble website and others as a starting point. While using these recipes, study various world cuisines and find the ones that fit the SCD and sound delicious to you and your family. You'll notice that it is possible to create meals that are easy, delicious, and SCD compatible. The SCD can seem bland and boring when you start it as a medicinal treatment, but it can also expand one's horizons. And SCD foods themselves don't have to be and are not bland and boring. And as new foods are introduced, one realizes that the SCD actually is a delicious and well-balanced diet that brings in and incorporates many new foods an individual may not take in if they were not on this diet.
Different coconut curries, Thai curries, Indian curries are delicious. It's really easy to even just do simple stews, different lentil dishes, any herbs. You can do pepper, salt, lemon, lime, paprika. I mean, you know, the endless list of spice racks that we have in our cupboards that we probably don't use very often.
Add more flavor. The SCD needn't be bland or boring. Here are simple tips to add flavor. Spices come in an amazing variety. Use them. Invest in a good quality spice grinder. It will save a lot of time and hassle. Bottles of name brand whole and already ground spices tend to be very expensive at the supermarket. You can frequently find these same spices at a fraction of the cost if you buy them at ethnic food stores. Use herbs, a lot of them, and fresh, not dried. Adding herbs in the last minute or two of cooking will add lots of flavor to the meals without compromising the diet, and they are good for you too. A storage tip. When fresh herbs are in season, chop them very finely, mix them with olive oil or butter, and pour the oil-herb mixture into ice cube trays. When the cubes are frozen, Pop them out and store them in Ziploc baggies in the freezer. These herb cubes are terrific and easy to add to soups, stews, stir-fries, or any dish where you want to blast a fresh herb flavor. Do not skimp on salt, pepper, olive oil, vinegar, but not balsamic, and butter. They are delicious, natural flavor enhancers that can make any vegetable dish more appetizing. When it comes to oils, there is a wealth of choices now available. Truly good quality olive oils, even though they may be expensive, can be worth it for their superior flavors. Certain nut oils, such as walnut and hazelnut, are also fantastic in salad dressings or even as a dipping oil for vegetables.
Our food system is very convoluted at this time, but our best guess says the more whole food, the less exposure that it has to these chemicals and other potentially harmful things, the better. And that's what we recommend to our families in our IBD center. I usually tell families that it takes a good month, and it's a learning curve like this, to feel like you're getting a hold of what the diet involves. And then it's kind of maintaining it. They maintain the recipes that they know, and they just stay within their kind of comfort. And then I challenge them kind of at month 2 to start branching out and try new recipes, try to be creative. And that's when they start doing these extra things like SCD homemade ice cream or cashew cheesecakes or crazy things that I would have never have thought of doing. And I find that if a kid is open-minded, their palate grows significantly in what they're willing to eat from before they were on this diet to after, and that's really inspiring too.
The SCD community is growing. Every day, new individuals join it. And there are lots of resources online to help those individuals with recipes, with different cooking techniques that can make the SCD a more delicious dietary therapy.